call in and get your answers to your immigration questions.
All right, now before I go to our immigration questions, I do got to remind everybody we're going to be picking out of the machine very shortly for the winner of the free immigration consultation with yours truly, Brad Bernstein.
So you guys have to stay tuned.
So stay tuned. We'll see who's going to win. It's going to be coming up in about 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle of us answering questions.
All right.
Somewhere there. In the meantime, let's go to Dave in Oakland, California. Dave.
Hi.
Dave.
Hi, Brad.
Dave.
Yeah, hello.
How are you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Wonderful. What's going on?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for the work, Brad, you are doing. I have a couple of questions. I'm married to PR. So
You're married to
if I'm
who?
out of state,
You're married to what?
I'm married to a permanent resident. Yeah.
You're married to a permanent resident. You're out of status.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Dave?
Yeah. I'm India.
You're from
I'm
India?
from India.
Okay. How long has your wife, I assume wife had a green card?
It's been 15 years.
So how come she has not filed for her citizenship?
She has done that. She's about to go for the interview.
Okay, so wonderful. So at this point, you want to be able to get your green card. You're out of status. What kind of visa did you come here on?
On a F1 visa.
Okay. So at this point, if she's about to go on her interview, I would assume in the next 90 days or less, she's going to be a citizen of the United States. So just wait on her citizenship. The day she has her naturalization in her hand, you do not have to wait one more second. You file that adjustment application.
Okay, because already I filed for I-130.
Yeah, so when you file the adjustment, you're going to submit just the receipt for the I-130. You don't got to file the I-130 again.
Oh, okay. And she wants to file the taxes next year. Is it fine we got married in July, actually. So if she wants to file the taxes next year, is it a problem or...
What do you mean file? What do you mean file the taxes? You want to file a joint? You got to file a joint tax return with her. That is correct.
Okay. And and other question. She got deported at the airport 25 years back. Or she is a problem in the interview.
She got deported 25 years back. As long as immigration was aware of all of these facts when she got a green card and got a waiver for all of this, it's not a problem.
Okay, so so what should I do in that one? So we need to consult a lawyer for that one, or
I don't know. Did immigration not? Did she get a green card? Immigration didn't realize she was ordered deported 25 years ago. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would not be going on a citizenship interview because she's committing major crimes.
No. She did not do anything wrong at that. She was deported at the airport, and that's it.
That's deportation. If immigration didn't know about it and she got a green card, it's a big problem. If immigration knows about it, she got a waiver for it, it's not a problem. I would, Dave, at this point, Dave...
The case was closed, yeah.
Dave, at this point, keep your mouth shut, have a consultation, and let's hope she didn't do anything wrong. Let's go to Marvin in Daytona Beach. Marvin.
Yes, Mr. Brad, how are you?
How are you?
I'm here, my friend. To commend you on the good job you're doing.
Thank you.
Listening to your show every day.
Thank you.
Just a quick question. However, listen, I got married to a U.S. citizen, right?
Right.
In 2017. However, I went on my interview on November 28th of 2017.
Right.
I got the interview didn't get approved at the same time. I had to bring a receipt for RFE that they sent me. They sent me an RFE in the mail.
Sure.
However, while working on the paperwork for the RFE, I have until the February of 2018 to submit the paperwork for the RFE. However, me and my wife
broke up.
The thing is this: I found out that she was seeing someone else, and I confronted her, and she filed for a divorce. Right?
Okay.
Now, she went to court, and we have a child together. Apparently, the reason why she filed for divorce is that the child was born in October.
Okay.
Right. So apparently, in January,
the child was born in October, and within 90 days she's cheating.
2017.
And within 90 days, well, let me just get this straight, because this sounds a little cuckoo. You have a child born in October of 2017, and by January, you already find out she's cheating on you with another man? Wow, that's
in
horrible.
January of 2018.
Yeah, that's 90 days later. Wow.
Right.
Was this your child?
Another dude that he.
Is this your
she was
child?
another dude that he. Well, right now that is the problem because we went to the court and the court told us we need to get a DNA test done. She decided that she's not getting the DNA test done, and she skipped court and moved to a different state. Now the judge put the case, throw the case out, so we are still married, right?
All right. So let me ask you a question. What happened with the immigration case?
Well, apparently she said she got to call immigration and cancel my application.
Okay.
Because
so was there any physical abuse?
Well, apparently she attacked me and I called the cops and.
All right, so then I think what you need to do, because it certainly sounds like there's emotional abuse, sounds like there's physical abuse. She attacked you. You got to file a VAWA application, and let's put our best foot forward. So hold on one second, okay? Let's go to Lucky in Commerce, Texas. Lucky.
Hello.
Lucky, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
What's going on?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let me put it like this. I married a U.S. citizen in 2016 October, and I went for my interview. I filed for my adjustment of status in April.
Okay.
Got my work permit in September, and I went for my interview for adjustment of status on the 19th of October.
Lucky, you're putting me to sleep. What is your question?
Okay, my question is, okay, I had a DUI, DWI, on the 6th of September.
Right.
And then went for an interview on the 19th.
Okay, you had a pending case still at that point, right? You had not pled guilty to anything.
Yes.
All right. So they cannot give you a green card if you have a pending criminal case. They have to see what happens with that criminal case first before they make a decision on your green card. The DUI is not inadmissible, but it could go against your good moral character. So it could be a problem.
But I'm sensing the police report that they requested for the police report and called me in for another interview, which I went for which I went with my wife. So after the interview, that interview was since 2019 March.
Lucky, you still haven't asked me a question.
Okay.
Because I gave you an answer, which is if you have a pending DUI case, they can't make a decision until your DUI case is resolved. And my question to you now would be, rather than you keep listing off dates, all right? I feel like I'm reading a history book here. Were you found guilty of something? Today, are you found guilty of a DUI?
Come again, please. I didn't get that.
Have you been found guilty of a DUI?
No.
It's still pending?
It's still pending.
Okay,
it's going to be resolved.
So then there's nothing any human being can do until they resolve. Here's my answer going back 10 minutes ago. Nobody can give you a green card while you have a pending DUI case. The DUI case needs to be resolved. Once it's resolved, the immigration will then schedule you hopefully for another interview, or you would have to let immigration know it's resolved and schedule you for another interview. And at that interview, the immigration officer has to figure out two things. Number one, are you eligible for a green card, or did you plead guilty to a crime that prevents you from getting a green card? Now, generally, DUIs are not inadmissible, meaning that you could get a green card even though you have a DUI. It's different than a DWI. But in addition, when you file your adjustment of status, you've got to prove you're a person of good moral character, regardless of whether or not you have an inadmissible offense. And our head of the Justice Department, Mr. Porky, what's his name again? I forgot his name. I just went blank. What's Porky's name, Joe? William Barr. He just passed a rule that says a DUI is bad moral character. So if they were to follow that rule, you could be denied for adjustment, even though a DUI is not inadmissible. Again, until there's a resolution of your case, we don't know. Before you plead guilty to anything, pass it by an immigration lawyer. Okay? That's my advice. Let's go to, I don't know who this is, but they're in Houston, Texas.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, Brad. How are you?
Good, good. What is your name?
TANEISHA.
TANEISHA from Houston, Texas. TANEISHA.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Yes. I just want to congratulate you and your team for your great work. Yes, I was approved. My high 485. Immigration sent me a letter for my interview, but they sent me another letter couple of days ago saying they canceled my interview because of unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, but I don't know. Should I worry?
No. I mean, it could be absolutely nothing to do with you whatsoever. The unforeseen circumstance could be just a guy decided to take a vacation at the last second and they have nobody to interview you. So don't be worried unless you think in your head you got something to worry about. But if you got nothing to worry about, don't play movies in your head that don't exist. Everything will be fine. All right.
All right. I have two more questions. Sure. The I-864 form. They said that I need to affidavits of support, but I already did affidavits of support. Should I need another one?
Wait.
Who should fill out this form?
The I-485. Say that again.
No, the I-864 form. Affidavits of support. That's what they said.
Who says you need an I-864?
That's what the paper that they send me.
For your citizenship?
No, for green card.
For your green card?
Interview, yes. They said I need.
Okay, so if you've already filed an I-864 and it was done properly and you're above the poverty level, you could ignore that. These are just form letters that get sent out.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
Okay. Another question.
You told me you had one question. We're now on three.
She said two.
Two, and now we're three. Make this a good one. This will be the last one.
Yes, it is the last one.
Okay.
What are some of the evidence can I prove that about my marriage? We've only been married for 1 year.
Okay.
What are some of the evidence we can take with us?
How you prove your marriage is real is two things. One, you live together. So you bring proof.
Yes, we do.
So you bring proof you live together. Here's all the mail I get with my address on it. Here's all the mail my husband gets with his address on it. Here's pictures of us living together in the home and doing things outside of the home. And then they will question you about your living arrangements in your home. And the other thing you have to be able to prove is that you have a financial relationship with your husband. And a lot of those
But I don't work. That is it.
And a lot of those documents overlap with each other. So even though you don't work, doesn't mean you don't have a financial relationship with your husband. Okay, you have a joint bank account.
We do.
In that joint bank account, he pays for all the money of the marriage. And if it's only money that he earns, it all goes into that joint bank account. And out of that joint bank account, you live your life. You pay your bills, you can buy your food, you buy your clothes and everything else. In addition to that, all of the bills of the household are paid through that account. And you file a joint tax return at the end of the year. Those are things that you would bring to prove it's a bona fide marriage. Maybe there's insurance that you're part of. That would prove that it's a bona fide marriage.
Yeah, we have health insurance as well.
So I've just given you a whole bunch of ideas, but it's prove you live together, prove you have a financial relationship, all right? So hold on 1 second. You're very welcome. Let's go to Janet in Ocala, Florida. Janet.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Janet. How are you?
I am good.
What's going on?
I just want to congratulate you on your show and think that you're doing an excellent job.
You know what? And by the way, everybody's congratulating me, and I really appreciate it. And it's very, very nice, and I thank you really from the bottom of my heart. The best way you can congratulate me, just tell people to watch, share it with people. I don't want this show to be a tree that falls in the forest that nobody hears. So the best thing... I
told about 5 persons since they watched the show.
Then, Janet, you did your job. Thank you very much. If everybody did what Janet does, we would have 10,000 people watching in no time. So I hope everybody does that, and I appreciate that, Janet. So thank you. So now you have my undivided attention, Janet. What can I do to help you?
Okay, I'm calling on behalf of my friend.
Uh-huh.
And her situation is this. In 1975, she was denied a permanent visa for fraud.
Right.
And then in 1993, she was turned back for misrepresentation after trying to leave Jamaica for the U.S. She is now married to a U.S. citizen, but she wants to know what can be done for her to get a green card.
She needs to have the U.S. citizen file for her, and then she's going to need 2 waivers at the embassy, one for fraud and one for deportation at an airport. And both of those would be based on hardship to the spouse, extreme and unusual hardship. There is a pathway for her to get a green card because this happened so long ago, but you still have to prove extreme and unusual hardship to the U.S. citizen spouse. It's not an easy endeavor to overcome, but that's why you hire good lawyers. But yes, that would be the pathway.
Okay, so now her husband wants to file the I-130. So at this point, should he be dealing with a lawyer to do all of that part of it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Let's go to Charles in Dallas, Texas. Charles.
Yes, sir. How you
Charles.
doing,
How
sir?
are you?
Thank you so much. Fine, sir. Thank you for your show.
My
We
pleasure.
really appreciate you, and God bless you. Yeah, let me go real quick because I know there are a lot of people that want to ask a question.
Right.
My question to you is, it's an R1, religious worker. And how long after you've passed the stage of 360 and you are at the stage of the green card, how long does it take
when you
for the green card?
When you file the I-360, you have to file the I-360 first. You can't file.
We got that already.
You got the I-360
Everything
approved.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got to file an adjustment. Did you file the adjustment?
We did that already.
When did you file the adjustment?
It was filed in April.
All right, so it should take about 12 months. They've already done I assume to get the I-360 approved, they've already done a site visit. They've come to the church. They see it's a real church. They see it's a real or whatever religious institution.
Done all that.
They've done all that. They've done all that investigation. Then everything should be okay. Should be about 12 months from the time you file. You filed in April, so another 2, 3, 4 months you should be done.
So in the next 2, 3, 4 months we should get a response.
Well, if you did it right, you should have a green card. It should take about 12 months if you did it right. I don't know if you did it right or not, but I'm just telling you, generally, if it was done perfectly, it should take about 12 months to do that adjustment because they've already investigated you. There's nothing more to investigate. Because they do the investigation. They do the investigation as part of the I-360. They actually literally come and do, for those who don't know, a site visit. They make sure this is a real church, a real religious institution, and the person who's getting sponsored is really working there in a full-time religious capacity.
Yeah, they came when the R1 was still in progress.
Right.
They came for the R1. They came for the 360 too.
Right. All right. So my answer doesn't change. If you did it right, another 3, 4 months. If April comes, you don't hear, you probably did it wrong. Give me a call. That's how I see it.
Thank you
You're
so
very
much,
welcome.
sir. May
Okay,
God
Charles.
bless you.
All right.
I really appreciate
Thank you.
sir.
And I don't know what you
Thank
do
you,
for the
sir.
church, but say a prayer for me.
I'm a
All
pastor.
right.
I'm a youth pastor.
Okay. Well, I'm 51. I'm not a youth, but still say a prayer for me anyway. Thank you very much, Charles. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care.
Have a beautiful week.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's go to Proster in Englewood, California. Proster.
Right.
How are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Yeah.
All right. What's going on?
So, I would like to go straight to the point, but let me explain the situation. So, I went for an I-130 interview with my wife.
Right.
May. We got approved. Then, December 17th, I went for my I-485 interview. So, on the interview, the lady was like they are sending her an email that the email has to do with the I-130. But she can't go through it at the interview site. That when we are done with the interview, when she gets as much information as possible as she needs, then she will go through the whole information. But my I-130 has already been approved. Okay. So we went for the interview since the 17th. And my attorney was telling me that the email has to do with my wife's train. She's married to a friend of mine. So maybe they were trying to figure out...
Your wife's what? Your wife's what?
My wife is a twin. She's a twin.
Yeah, your wife has a friend who's married to a friend of yours.
No, her twin sister is married to my friend.
Who's married to your friend?
My wife, the twin sister. to my wife is married to.
Okay, so
Yeah,
your
yeah.
wife's sister's married to your friend.
Yeah. And
Okay,
we
so they
used
want to
share
know
the
that maybe they think that these two friends, you and your friend, married these two sisters to get green cards.
Yeah, that's what. But that same December, that my friend went for an interview and got approved.
Well, let me say this to you. If you're living a bona fide marriage with your wife, who the hell cares what they think? Let them investigate. You'll get a green card. If you did something wrong, you got something to worry about. When you did so if you did everything right and this is a marriage of love, don't worry. Let them come investigate. Say, come over, lady. We're having pork chops for dinner tonight. You'll see me home every day. So don't worry, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Nancy.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Yes,
How
sir.
are you? How
Hi,
you doing?
Mr. Brad.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Mr. Brad, I have 2014, I filed for my I-715, and I didn't receive it at all till this date. So I renew it again 2018 to 2019, but every year I will go for.
How long has it been since you've been? How long has it been? You've been renewing the I-751? How long has it been?
Over 5 to 6 years now.
5 years and you don't have nothing?
Yes, sir.
That's nuts.
And
yeah. You never went for an interview?
No, they didn't call me for interview. I went there, they said they sent me a letter, but I never received it.
What's going on with you and your husband?
We're still together, we live together.
So everything's
Nothing
good.
is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so I want you to hold on. Stop calling.
Yes, sir.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. You ever play Monopoly?
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Brad, can I ask one question, please?
Of course.
So, 2 weeks ago, I called again, and they gave me appointment letter for oath of ceremony. So I'm very confused. Without green card, how am I going for oath of ceremony?
Did you file for your citizenship?
Yes. I don't have the citizenship. I don't have a green card.
Did you file
when I called like 2 weeks ago,
did you file for your citizenship?
If I filed for citizenship, I did, and they reject me without no green card.
I don't know why. It sounds like you filed for citizenship and went on a citizenship interview, and they passed you, and you're going to become a citizen. So if they're sending you for an oath ceremony, don't cover your eyes.
Sir.
Go to the oath ceremony. Become a citizen. Sounds like you did a citizenship application while your I-751 was pending, and they approved everything. That's what it sounds like to me. But if you want me to get to the bottom of it, hold on 1 second, and I will get to the bottom of it. Have a consultation with me. Hold on. Let's go to Muhammad in Brooklyn. Muhammad.
Yeah, hello, bro.
How are you? How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm from Liberia because I heard this on Monday, like you said, the U.S. government gave amnesty to Liberians.
They did.
Right. So I am on removal proceeding in front of an immigration judge for next year, and also I have a pending I-130.
Question for you. Let's make sure you qualify for the Liberian amnesty. When did you come to America?
I came here January 2014. So that means I listen to you.
You qualify. So what you need, what we need to do is we want to file an amnesty application immediately, and write a motion to the judge, ask the judge to terminate your removal because we filed for the amnesty.
Right. Okay. So what becomes of my I-130, which is still pending?
It would just you have 2 cases pending, but the amnesty will be easier and faster.
Oh, no problem, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Hold on.
All right.
All right. Let's go to. Not sure who this is, but they're in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, my name is Steven, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania, Westchester. My question is in regards to the caller who just left the line. I got a question in regards to the date.
Wait, you sound like you're on a submarine. Can you speak a little closer into the phone?
Are you hearing me now?
I don't hear you well. Is it me? Okay, now try.
Are you hearing me now?
Now I hear you. Yes.
Okay, good. So my question is, the law talks about people who are eligible from November 20, 2014, and ending up to the period at which time they applied. My question is, people who did arrive 2015, 2016,
They don't qualify.
2017.
They do not qualify.
Are they qualified?
They do not They do not qualify. However, you qualify as an unmarried son or daughter or child of somebody who qualifies. So I'll give you a perfect example. I met with a client 3 days ago, and we're doing the Liberian amnesty for the mother. She brought her 38-year-old unmarried son. The 38-year-old unmarried son came in 2017. But because the mother qualifies, the son qualifies. So you only need the principal person, even though the son's 38, to qualify.
All right. So in that case where the unmarried son is here, will they still have to submit DNA to prove that person is the actual biological?
Maybe. It depends. Depends what documentation you have to prove he's your son. But if you, for example, and I don't know your situation, but let's say you qualify for the Liberian amnesty. You were here before November 20th, 2014. Your son came in 2017. Even if your son's over 21, as long as he's not married, he would still qualify under you.
All right.
All right?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go to Rita in Pontiac, Michigan. Rita.
Hello, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much. Your show has really been helpful.
Thank you.
Okay. But I want to ask two questions. First of all, it's about the I-130. I was put into a removal proceeding. I got married before that happened, so we immediately filed the I-130 December. How long will it take for it to get approved? Because we're hoping it gets approved before I get a court case or anything comes up.
Okay, how did you come to America?
Yeah, I'm in America.
I know you're in America. How did you come to America?
B1, B2.
Why are you not filing an adjustment application?
Because I don't know how they called me into removal proceedings. I don't know how it come about.
Are you in removal? Are you in removal right now?
I think, yeah.
All right. So you got to get the I-130 approved first. As long as you have an I-130 filed, they'll give a decision on that before a judge orders you deported. And then if you get the I-130 approved, which I assume you will, then you can have your case terminated and adjust your status. But it sounds like to me you need at least a consultation, even if you have a lawyer, because the lawyer's not explaining what's going on. Because you're not explaining well to me, which means to me you don't understand what's going on, and that's the worst thing in the world, to not understand what's going on. So let's have a consultation. All right? Let's go to Preeti in Binghamton, New York.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, what's going on?
Yeah, I do have a question regarding my husband. I did apply for him I-130 in June 2018. I was a green card holder, but he has a pending criminal case. Can he get approval from immigration or no?
What's the criminal case?
It's regarding the business.
Well, he's got to be more worried about getting deported than whether he's getting an I-130 approved at this moment.
What did you say?
He has to be more worried about getting deported than it is about getting an I-130 approved. Right now, with a pending criminal case, I don't know what he did wrong, but when you say it's with his business, that sounds to me the word fraud, theft, deceit, stealing, that type of thing. Tax fraud, I don't know what it is, but when you say business, those are usually the crimes associated with it, and those could be serious aggravated felonies. So before... I don't know what's going on, but he needs a consultation, so hold on. Let's go to Robbie in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Robbie.
Hi.
How are you? Yep.
Yeah, well, the question is regarding the VAWA application. Does it really matter how long I've known my wife before I marry her?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's people who fall in love and get married in 3 weeks. But certainly a very short courtship may lead some people to believe it's not a bona fide marriage.
Okay. Yeah, so, from India. We are known to have arranged marriages.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. I really liked her, and then I jumped into the decision making of marrying her. I married, and then there was a physical abuse, and I had to call police, and then she fled the scene, and they couldn't arrest her because there's no evidence that actually she did it. But she came to the police station after a week or two. She made some fake statements and then got away with it, and the case didn't even go to the court.
Right. Well,
So,
a criminal charge, they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she did something wrong. In a VAWA case, you just have to prove preponderance of the evidence says she did something wrong. It's kind of like it goes back to the, I don't want to bring OJ into this, but it's like the most, famous trial of the 1990s. OJ won his criminal case because they couldn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he killed Nicole and whatever the guy's name was. Whatever the other guy. But he lost the civil case and owed a lot of money to the Brown family and the other family because they proved 51% of the evidence says he did it. So immigration's that 51% of the evidence that she did it. It doesn't have to reach that level of, that they bring charges because that's a different standard.
Yeah, I had injuries. I had injuries. A knife. She tried to stab me, and then I had injuries on me when I called cops.
All right, so you have a case. You got a case. You're arguing your case with the wrong guy. So you have a case. She stabbed you.
Okay.
Cops didn't arrest her. You went to the hospital. You're saying these things happened. So
I did not go to the hospital because I was new. I had no idea anything about the process. Like,
you need a consultation. I'm never going to figure out your life on this show. Hold on one second. All right, he can go on forever here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to you get stabbed and don't go to a hospital, huh?
Did he say he just got here?
But you get what is he, Rambo? He's stitching himself up.
So there's a lot of holes in the story.
Yeah, but a lot of people would say, well, he's undocumented. He's scared to go.
That's what I would think.
Right. So,
but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you need a consultation for that.
All right, let's go to Ian in Hollywood, Florida. Ian.
Yeah, hello?
How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Brad.
How are you? Good evening.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm calling on behalf of a friend. Hello?
Ian, you got to get the question out. I'm falling asleep listening to you.
Yeah, I have a friend that he hasn't, he's trying to remove the condition on the 2-year green card. So he's supposed to go on his interview on Monday. But he and his wife have a big fallout. And she's saying that she's not going on the interview. And
then at that point, he would have to start a divorce, go on the interview, say he is starting a divorce. Hopefully the immigration officer will give him time to start a divorce and get divorced because there's only 2 ways to do it. You either show up with your wife or you show up with a divorce decree.
Okay.
So the wife doesn't want to show up. The wife's burying herself and gonna get divorced. I mean, those are the choices.
All right. Second question. He's been waiting on this interview of a while now, so it has passed his time to apply for his citizenship.
He can't do anything right now because he's not in a bona fide marriage with his wife.
The
wife's not showing up. He's getting a divorce. He would have to. He could show up and say I'm abused. Those cases don't work as well as getting divorced. Historically, that's what happens with immigration. So get divorced.
In a case where he works out the problems with his wife and go on the interview and everything is fine.
I'm sorry?
And he's in a case where he works it out with his wife, for example, and he goes.
Everybody has everybody has a fight. They make up.
Yeah, but can he still file for his citizenship before he gets the 10-year green card?
No, let him get the 10-year green card first. I mean, theoretically you can, but he has to prove it's a bona fide case for citizenship, and then that's another interview to go with the wife. Just get his 10-year green card. Let's not get carried away, okay? Get along with the wife to get the 10-year green card and go from there. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.